kinds of people waiting tonight. How's it going? Good to see ya. I've got a barbecue lighter handy because we have a rainstorm happening. Miss Audrey's hanging out with us tonight. Hi, Cara. Hi, Tina. Sorry for my late post of the link, you guys. But hopefully some of you are watching YouTube to wait until I come on. So thank you for doing that and being patient with me. Hi, Kim. Good to see you guys. How's it going? Lovely to see ya. So we are going to work on quite a few projects tonight, kind of like we have the last few nights. We are going to work on the vase. Hi, Darlene. Well, holy crap on a cracker. How you doing? Hi, Steffi. Hi, Gren. Great to see you guys. So we're going to work on this vase. We've got the second section of swoops to do over here. Super slow going while we wait for the paint to dry to make sure it doesn't drip down. Actually, what we could do tonight, we can actually, do we want to do that? No, I think we want to wait until they're completely done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this in half and I'm going to insert it upside down here as a triangle. And we're going to have that wrap around as a big band. It'll look so cool when we can take the paper out again and actually see what it looks like. But I'm so afraid that if I take the paper out to check that I won't be able to get it back in the right position. So we will do these swoops, but on this side, then it'll have to sit to dry. Then we have a canvas, a tissue box, and a teapot that we will be able to work on tonight too. Now, I attempted to do some quote-unquote cleaning today, so I moved all of my paints out of reach from where I am. So bear with me 1 second here. And I'm just going to make sure that I am in position with everything that I need for us to get started. Oh, crap. I don't have my glasses. Shoot. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I did not think that Audrey was going to stay up here. Not in a million years did I think she was going to. I love it. I love it. I can barely see the baby. Audrey. Here, you know what I'll do? I'll come down here. I'll see if I can tilt up and let's see if I can zoom in on her face in the window. There she is. There's her little face. How you doing, Audrey? I love you. Good girl. Did not expect her to stay up here. She was feisty enough today that I didn't think, this evening, that I didn't think she'd stay. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out. I know, Darlene, you've been watching the recordings of my lives for so long, and it's so nice to finally be here and hanging out with you live. And thank you for watching it. You guys, it means so much to me when you like the live and when you watch the live, whether you're watching live or on the replay. I'm really working hard to, excuse me, to monetize my YouTube channel. So basically, you know, with certain views and ad watch and ad revenue and stuff like that, then YouTube pays content creators. So it's really helping me an awful lot. I'm at around 1,300 of the required 3,000 public watch hours. So all of these Paint and Breathe YouTube lives are all the public lives and the ones that count towards my total watch hours. So every time you guys are here and watching or watch on the replay, it really helps me so, so much. So thank you so much for doing that. Hey, Nicole, how you doing? I know, isn't she so sweet? Reflections for, right? It's like a Stuart Smalley spinoff. It could be, right? I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. I like that. That could be fun. That could be a whole TikTok channel for her, and maybe that get some sponsorships and she starts eating for free. If you are watching the live as well, if you cannot see the comments or are not able to comment, make sure that you open the live fully in YouTube. So I do post this link on my Patreon page. It's a public post, so anybody, you don't even have to be a free member to find this link on my Patreon page. Or, of course, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and you can hit the bell and get notifications when I post a new video or when I go live. When we watch the replays, you get to the watch time too. Yes, I do. Yeah, I completely and totally do. So yeah, like if we're here for 2 hours tonight and excuse me, and 10 of you are here, then that'll count for 20 hours towards the watch time. And then if 10 more people watch the replay, then that'll count for another 20 hours. Doesn't matter if you're here live or watching the replay. It helps so much, and I'm so grateful. How's your week been, Gren? First time I saw you was live on Facebook. I'm so in awe of your talent, but let me tell you, blow me away with everything you've been doing. I feel like I have a new favorite every time. Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. I appreciate that so much. A lot's changed. A lot's changed in the last few years. And it's exciting to me when you guys see that transition. You guys see all my transitions usually before I do. And I'm just thank you for always being here and cheering me on. Do you have them all in a playlist? Yes, I do have a playlist. So if you go to my main channel and look at the playlist, there is one in there called YouTube live streams, I believe. I'll change that actually to the Paint and Breathe live stream, so that'll make more sense. But there is a playlist in there for that. Absolutely. And this is number 26. So that means there's like 50 hours of these live streams in there. How mental. That's just bananas to me. Bananas. Lily watched every time I had to leave. Been pretty much 2 all day watching. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Lily. That way we can just watch it and go from one to the next. Yeah, so if you open up the playlist, it gives you the option to play all. It even allows you to shuffle them if you want to mix it up a little bit and watch them out of order. So yeah. Yeah, that works. And you know what? I have a stinking TV in my living room that has a YouTube channel on it. I don't know why the hell it's not on all day under my mom's login watching. Now I said that out loud. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean it. I won't try to cheat it that way. But I will. New first thing I do every time I get up in the morning is turn on the TV in the living room and get it playing. And hell, leave it playing all night too. I love your company too, Cara. The weather has you up and down. Yeah. Yeah, it's spring is I find spring really tough. I like the spring because I'm optimistic that things are getting nicer, but it just feels like it takes effing forever. And it's so tiring. I played in your work locker on mute yesterday. Thanks, Steffi. That's amazing. Thank you. Hey, Barb. Great to see you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out. All right, let's get painting, shall we? We've got a bunch of different things to work on today. So I'm going to zoom in a bit for you. Hopefully you'll be able to see okay. If anybody is watching and you're new to my lives, again, whether you're watching live or on the replay, please know that what I will typically do is I will paint for a little bit, and then I'll pause and come back to the comments and scroll back and catch up on anything that I've missed. So if it seems like you're watching the comments on the replay, if you see them and I'm not keeping up with them, that's why. And if you are watching live and you're waiting for a response from me, please just bear with me for a couple minutes. I stop very often to come back, and I promise I am not ignoring anybody. I will come back and see your comment. It just might be on a little bit of a delay. Barb's yelling at you. What'd you do? Steffi! Tina! Oh, because Tina. Oh, no, because Barb yelled right in the beginning. That's like, I imagine her like bursting into the room. Hello, I'm here. Okay, I'm scrolling back here. Bought something cool from Meyer. What did you get? Oh, in the work locker. Okay, I was caught up there. I hate summer followed by spring, but then love fall, then winter. Yeah, it's frustrating. Barb. Squirrel trauma. Making sure she heard ya. All right. I like having these guidelines. I feel like I'm being way more consistent with what I'm doing. All right. I'm so happy with how this is turning out so far. I bought a gallery glass kit with 7 design motifs and bought a floral and a mandala kit. Oh, that's cool, Cara. Oh, that's going to be fun. Have you started playing with it yet? I'm so bad with new stuff. I either start playing with it right away or in the car on the way home, or I bring it home and I don't touch it for 6 months. That whole, buying craft supplies and using craft supplies are 2 different hobbies kind of thought. You working on your sweater, Cara? Haven't started playing with it yet. Going to finish up knitting your sweater and your birdhouse. Very nice. Very responsible. It's good to see that you have not followed my example of starting too many things at once. That's very good. Very smart. All right, now I need to fix this one a little bit. This one needs to curve out a bit more. That's better. Wonderful. How's it coming? Are you happy with it? Is it working out better? Ordered such an insane amount from Temu pre-dumb tariff and don't even know what's coming. Oh no. Do you have an update on how much it's going to cost you when it gets here? I don't even know what the updated numbers are anymore. All right, so there. Isn't that beautiful, that big juicy swoop? Delicious bliss drops. All right, so this is all I can do for this one now. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to go set it up in the living room on the table, and I'm going to bring in the next one. I'm going to bring in the tissue box. And I will be right back, and when I get back, I will scroll back through the comments and catch up. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. We've got the tissue box. This is what we have gotten done on it so far. It's a tissue box cover. And then we are working on the side bit here. But I have some guidelines I need to put in there. All right, let me scroll back. Hey, Barb! Gave you a good giggle, eh, Cara? Didn't see a price increase, and it's tracked all as almost here. Oh, wouldn't that be great, Steffi? I do. I need to stay on top of all the all-cap comments. Had to restart your sweater again because I didn't like the way the stitches are going, so I'm going to try a different stitch. Very nice. Yeah, probably doesn't want to know. It's a good point, Gabrielle. No extra, you got an order today? Awesome. Great. Hopefully those $800 minimums are still okay. I think on the next couple of... Cara, that's the story of my life. I think in the next couple weeks, Temu and Shein show is the facts. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'd never looked through Shein before, and I made the mistake of looking through it. And yeah, now I need a lottery win to buy everything that I put in my cart. Thanks, Barb. It's fun, huh? Problem is what I did not do is I did not draw in the guidelines that I worked these squiggles in on this side. I didn't draw them in before I started painting on the end over here. So we're going to have to tip this up here, and I'm going to have to figure out... I went to the interior one, so it'll go to the exterior one. And it went to the bottom. Okay, so I need to figure out where this is going to go. So this is going here. Then this is going oh, okay. Yep, that worked. And then that should be going down there, but it's a little close, so we're going to move it up to here. And now I will remember to do this next time. And that one's out too far. But again, we're going to wing it because you know what? The beauty of a hand-painted item. That's what we're going to go with anyway. Here we go. All right, so now we have our spots that we can do our gold squigglies. So I'm going to grab the Bambi Bliss drops. Oh, and that's actually going to go out to here. So that actually worked out well. Okay, right out to there. There we go. Scrolling back. My last Temu order had several gifts I did not expect. Some shirts, a ring, yarn, slippers, and something that plugs in that I don't know what it is. Send us a picture if you think it's internet safe. You know you're not going to see both sides of this. Exactly. No one's going to know. So at least I have my lines now. I can get them in there, and I think we'll be fine. I had to order from Temu before tariff too, even though I still have a ton from first order and everyone after. So an upside of tariff is I won't order again. Yeah, that's true, right? That is the upside. Jenny, how you doing? Thank you so much. It's good to see ya. How you doing? What's new? It would drive me crazy, Tina. You are completely right. I like lose sleep over it, kind of thing. All right, so I'm gonna mark this here and here, and then so we are gonna go. Oh, I didn't put the swoops on these ones. Shit. Did I just do them all like way too big or something? No, I can fit them in there. It's fine. Never mind. We're fine. I'm going to grab 2 more of my holders though, and I'm going to get the brown and the green ready. So bear with me 1 sec while I get that set up, and I'll be right back to the comments. We went to stock up on canned goods and paper towels today for months, and bought enough coffee for a while. Good plan. Very good plan. Anything you can stock up on. Get yourself some calorie dense foods, right? Everything's fine. Exactly. It's fine. All right, so we are going to, so this starts this way and goes up this way. And then this way up to here. And then here. And then here. All right. Now we should be good to go. Let me catch up again just to make sure. Leave the country when the coffee runs out. Saw a great meme. Pandemic couldn't find toilet paper. Now we can't afford it, right? Oh. Yes, that is small town daughter. That's what I think I'm going to do this weekend. Yeah. Beans, some rice, canned fruits, veggies, all that good stuff, right? All right, now let's see how we do here. I'm going to raise you guys up. You guys are going to be up kind of level with above my forehead. So I'm not going to be able to see the comments, but I'm going to try not to lean in front of the camera and hopefully stay within view. Bubble. That's a lot of bubbles. I must have shook it up a little bit. All right, we're going to come back to this one because this one's going to have a bunch of bubbles resurfacing. So we're going to have to come in here and deal with some of them. All right, now this one. We'll go outside of the lines there. Just because I have the space, so why not? Okay. And this one. Bubble. Just settle down there, paint. Okay. One more. And then I will come back to the comments and catch up. All right. So now I need to do the green and the brown, which means I'm going to do the green, and the brown is going to wait until both the green and the gold dry. All right, so before I do that though, I'm going to bring you down a little bit just so I can see ya, and let me come back and catch up. My husband is not stocking up on beans. Yeah, paper too. Yep. Yeah. You lift me up. Wind beneath my wings, right? Yep, dynamite. No, you won't have the gas shortage with everyone eating all kinds of beans. I'll pay to see you try and get that in your tank. I love you guys. I do. I trust you completely. You just shock me all the time, and I love it in the best possible ways. The best possible ways. All right. Oh, please don't run together. Oh, you're gonna run together. Son of a... Oh well. You're staying run together. I'm not doing it. So here. Oops. Maybe that's why. I probably did this center one too big. Oh well. We'll deal with it. So then there will be a brown dot that will go, just like there's one here, there'll be one that goes here and one that goes here. But we're gonna wait until these ones dry. That's better. But we will do, oh, I don't want you, you're clogged. Try you. See if you're not clogged. You're not clogged. Perfect. So I can do here and here. All right. So now this is going to need to go and sit and dry. And then we will end up repeating this on this side and this on the other end. At some point, I'm going to do something around the corners, but I don't know quite yet how I want to mix them, and I'm really, really upset now that I did this not matching this. But we live and learn for the next one, because I'm not starting over. So see how we have the half one here? In a perfect world, I would have done the half ones here and then the full one up top so that it kind of matched up and continued to wrap around. However, is what it is. It's fine. It's a tissue box holder. There's no rules. So we're going to set that one aside, and we're going to go grab the next one, which is going to be the canvas. So I will be back in 2 seconds, and I'll catch up on comments then too. All right, so we will work on this one now. Ooh. And I can bring you down here, and I'll zoom out a bit. You can start to see the change in color between the rows of tumbleweed and chuckwalla. Very, very subtle, but it's definitely there. All right, let me scroll back. Doo -doo. So you have a beef with us? What's wrong, Barb? Yeah, the chat's not saved. There you go. Since you asked Tina, someone in this chat is not following through on burning sage and sacrificing chickens. Oh, no. No. I'm so sorry. It's not me. I just literally sent a chicken to sacrifice on sage rotisserie. I had chicken too. I'm so sorry. And I had a sage candle I burned this afternoon. One more win and we play another round, people. Let's go. Get on it, people. All right. All right, Barb. We got some slack to pick up. You're right. All right, let me get out. We need chuckwalla first. And then we will need tumbleweed. And then we'll see what time does for us and how far we get on this. Running out of chat in panic. I don't know, Car, but I'm not happy. Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry. I'm not taking this seriously enough. I apologize. I think we need to sprinkle Sprite around our homes to be extra sure. Yeah, like salts, like the Winchesters. Barb, do you have a lot of table salt? Can you just draw a great big ring around the entire stadium with salt? No, that would keep the demons out, though. Never mind. All right, let me see what I can do with the chuckwalla. So, I need to start paying attention to the comments. It's okay, Cara. You're knitting. It's good. Yeah, pre-tariff salt, of course. Exactly. It's not you guys. I know you're supportive, but you can try a little. Can you try a little harder? Whole chickens and not just the wings? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm really nervous that I'm going to hit the tissue box cover here. So I'm going to just move this out to the other room just in case. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see what we got. So as we go out, the dots are going to get a little bit bigger. We'll see how it goes. Going after the nuggets first. Tough crowd wasn't worded up to sacrifice the whole chicken. It's okay, Darlene. You weren't here for that conversation. You have your out simply because of that. Gonna get housekeeping to get me hair and nail clippings from the dressing room. Oh no. Oh no, poor Darlene. All right, let me see what we got here. Oop. It's just oozing right out of the bottle all on its own. It's lovely. I don't even have to squeeze the bottle. Ooh, that's too much. You guys ever have that happen with your bliss drops where you have to barely squeeze it? I love when that happens. Oh, that was almost a blart. A big one. That's a bliss fart for anybody else. And I haven't talked about the paints, so anybody new watching has not heard about Tara's paints, or potentially not heard about Tara's paints. So the paints that I'm using are called Bliss Drops. Our friend Tara of Deserted Bliss hand makes these paints in her home, and they are delicious to use. They are, if you're frustrated with swoops or don't enjoy swoops or anything, these are the paints that are going to change that for you. There's no sponsorship here. It is just raving about a friend's incredible product. So if you are interested in the paints, definitely go check out Deserted Bliss. She's on all the socials, and you can watch her make painting videos. She's got a Patreon where it helps you pick out her paint colors, all that good stuff. So definitely check out Tara of Deserted Bliss. Scrolling back. Shoot, I ate fish. I'll try better next time. Yeah, I had to move it to an entirely different room. That's how much I trust myself, Gabrielle. Because even just off the table, I'm like, nope, I'm going to kick it. You're channeling Betty White again. Hey, if there's anybody you're going to channel, that's who. That's who you'd want. Oh, hi. Hello. How are you? Are you okay? Oh, the stink eye. What's up, stink eye? I love you. I love you. You okay? All right, back we go. We're gonna get reported for chicken and squirrel abuse, right? Flags everywhere. Betty White's a badass. Think I have a problem? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's a Shart? Oh, I thought it was a Blart. That's right. I mixed it up. That's Paul Blart, my mall cop, my mix-up. My boss named his parrot Betty White. That's awesome. Are there any other paints? Delicious equals figuratively. Yes, that is very true. I have not eaten them, so they're definitely not delicious that way. I think all of Tara's paints could be described as delicious in one way or another. Again, not having eaten them. I know, she's cranky, isn't she? I don't think they've got the Betty White reference. She is. She's mad at me. To the window, to the wall. I love that. I love that movie. Putting in a craft bottle. All right, let me get this going and let's keep going. I loved that movie. That was a great movie. That was a movie I could sit and watch a bunch of times over. Mm. All right. Now the trick is being able to get close enough to paint it while not leaning into it with my blanket and smudging everything. I know, isn't she so cute, Kim? Yeah, it was a great one. Did you, Tina? You watched it a few weeks ago? Yeah, it was a great cast. Makes all the difference. Uh-oh, I think there's a hair stuck on the end of my bottle. All right. Who definitely was not breathing. All right, let's go back this way and let me scroll back. Yeah, Bridesmaids is another one. Yeah, Melissa Carthy's amazing. I liked watching the bloopers. The Bridesmaids bloopers were hysterical. I'm enjoying Amy Poehler's, the clips I've seen anyway of Amy Poehler's new podcast. The clips I've seen on TikTok anyway have been pretty funny. I don't have a lot of luck listening to audiobooks or podcasts because I tune so much of it out. It's like being in a crowded restaurant where I'm trying not to listen to people and immediately just I shut it down. And then at the same time, I can watch hours and hours of TV shows and really not miss anything. Or maybe I just watch them so many times I don't notice that I miss anything. You like the colors, Barb? They go good together, don't they? I am still nervous about dotting the brown before the Chuckwalla is dry. Sorry, I'm trying to make decisions. It's not going well. So, maybe I'll go grab the teapot and we'll work on the teapot for a little bit, and then maybe this will dry just enough. We just want that, you know, that film that starts to form as paint is drying. I just want that to start to form, and see if then hopefully it'll be a little less dangerous to put the next row of tumbleweed on here. All right, so let's zoom out. So all of these lines are going to go straight out into the corner. And then after I'm done that, then we'll look at whether we need something in here or if we need something in here. I really like the look of it without it. It looks like it's spinning and then kind of spinning off somehow, but I don't know. We'll wait and see how it goes. Yeah, she was so great on Gilmore Girls. That was such a good show. I need to watch it again. I haven't watched it in a while. Yeah, I saw that she was on that. I didn't realize. If you find a good podcast, you won't tune it out. Jan Arden's first podcast from a few years ago is pretty good. She's a nutcase. Yeah, she is. She's amazing. She's a badass too. I have a wide range of podcasts, but love them. I tried listening to ones about Lord of the Rings. I tried listening to ones with different casts and band members and stuff that I liked, and I've never found it. Never found it yet. Maybe I'll find it one day. You never know. You never know. A friend and I are talking about doing one. Not for dotting, but for playing video games. We might do one of these days. All right, I'm going to go move this out of the way. I'm going to grab the neon teapot, and then I will be right back, and we will keep painting. Okay, so we have the neon teapot right here. I'm just going to go grab my tea out of the microwave and then we can get started. Okie dokie. So now we need to switch out the paints. So I need my other bliss drop holders. All right. So we have yellow. Hi, babe. So this is blacklight reactive bliss drops. When I'm done here, when we're done the next section, I will grab the blacklight and we'll have a peek and see how it's looking. An orange. And put my lids back on my other paints would be good. Lid back on. Lid off. And lid, come on, off. There we go. So there are our 6 colors. And we'll get those set up here in a second. I'm just going to scroll back and catch up on the comments. Let me get my... I know. Feeling so accomplished, don't ya? Right? We're getting so much done. Isn't it lovely when we get so much done? All right, so we are going to go now to staring up the teapot's butt. Are you a scratch? You better not be a scratch or a crack, you rotten son of a gun. No, okay. Whew, that was close. Eating peeps and staring at your phone. See, we're getting lots done. All right. I did finally go buy a new chalk pen. Finally. So this is our center here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3. All right. Good. We can do this. I need to find someone doing housework live, right? Stress-free too. It's never been easier to get so much done. That sounds like a slogan from that should be used for something, Darlene. Zen production. There you go. All right. There's the business idea. Run with it. Oh, crap. These are clogged. So, or the pink is anyway. And I moved my little knife. I'll be right back. Probably shouldn't show the knife on screens. We'll do that over here. That'll be the name of our YouTube channel when we get Dotville. Because YouTube is going to be, we'll fund it. We'll fund everything in Dotville with YouTube. Darlene, we're going to build an artist commune and take over an entire town. That's the goal, is to have our own town, call it Dotville. Anybody can live there if they are a maker or appreciator of dot art and mandalas. Well, not everybody. We still get to pick and choose, of course, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see if this works now. Beautiful. Pink is good. Orange is clogged. And wouldn't you know that I moved my knife that I was using for this? I moved it back out into the kitchen like 2 hours ago thinking, nah, I'm not going to need it. Jinxed myself. I got to get out my pliers, Tina. I was thinking, I think I have some like small jewelry pliers and they might work too. It's not like I have to get out my full toolkit or anything. I just got to get off my ass and do it. That is always the problem. Have you had any of your chocolate, Tina? Did you have a favorite? I sent Tina some sweets. I almost sent you a Canadian Kit Kat too, so you could compare to an American Kit Kat because they're different. They taste very different. Next time. Oh, I just exploded all over myself. All right. Orange now works. Yes. All right, let me scroll back. So true. I'll have more money for painting if I can sell it to someone, right? Makes a difference. Yeah, well, not anybody, exactly. If we have roomies, I'll need someone who's a heavy sleeper. No, we all get our own tiny home. Hi, Velvet. How are you? Welcome. I see the crew is all already welcomed you. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm Jamie. I am a mandala artist and teacher, and it's really nice to meet you. We don't really have an agenda or plan for these lives. We just hang out. I work on whatever I've got going on. I do workshops on my Patreon. And I have some downloadable patterns on my website. But these lives, I try to do 3 or 4 of them a week just to be able to hang out here and paint whatever I'm painting, answer questions, of course, as well, if you've got any. So yeah, nice to meet you. Did you? Interesting. That's interesting, Gren. The boogers get, the neons get boogers easier. Interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with the additive that makes them blacklight reactive. Yellow is good. Green is good. Blue is good. And purple is good. All right, we are good to go now then. One more section. Oh, did ya? Yeah, doo-doo. All right, now I can't see anything here. All right. Love the Smarties, Lake Mirage. Haven't tried O. Henry yet, but I remember when we had them. Oh, yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, Smarties are amazing, eh? For anybody in the U.S. that's unfamiliar, Smarties in Canada. So your Smarties are actually called Rockets here in Canada, the little candy discs. And we have something similar to M&Ms. We have M&Ms as well, but we also have Smarties. And they, I'm a big fan of peanut M&Ms. I like peanut butter M&Ms. But when it comes to either plain M&Ms or Smarties, I'll fight you for Smarties. They're so good. So good. Yeah. Oh, sugar. I wasn't supposed to do orange over here. So let me, where's my other little silicone brush? That little end, there it is. It's hiding beside the knife that I still need to move. All right, this side was supposed to be purple and blue. Blue. And then yellow. I just added a bubble there. Didn't actually do anything useful. Okay. All right, let me scroll back. M&M's melt in your mouth, not in your hands. Dog at Canadians. Yeah, the red as lipstick as kids. Yeah. Mirage is kind of like an Aero bar. That's your dig at Canadian Smarties. Yeah, because they do melt. That's for sure. They definitely do. I was wondering what that was supposed to be instead of dog. So yeah, so Mirage is like an Aero bar, but more in a big bar instead of the smaller squares to break off. But that would be the closest. But it tastes different than Mirage, but I mean than Aero, but not, I don't quite know how. But they're very similar. It might be in color. It's not dark chocolate as opposed to milk chocolate. So yeah, it might be a darker one in color, but not in flavor. They do have, well, you can get dark chocolate Aero too. I did that once by accident. It was not good. But I'm not a fan of dark chocolate either though. So I'm like, nope. Only milk chocolate, please. And then purple. And then yellow. Okay, so now we are going to go green here. And then we're going to grab our pink. And we're going to do one of our diamonds. As much as I like the diamonds, there's a part of me that wishes that I'd left it as dots. Because my intention wasn't to have it look clownish. And this reminds me, it's just very clownish. I like it, but I think when I do it again, I won't do the diamonds. I'll do some kind of bits of dots instead. I'm just going to use my dotting tool. And then you. All right, there we go. I do like them. Yeah, and that's the hard part, right? I like them, but I almost want to see one with the diamonds and one without, almost even side by side, because there'll be such a small difference, right? Yeah, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate either, Steffi. No, and I don't like coffee either, so I'm useless for that stuff. They should call it dark something else. Yeah, exactly. Shouldn't even be called chocolate. Okay, so that's all we can do for this one. So, should we work on the spiral one from today? Do you think that's bad to work on that here? I'm talking to my Patreon members. Yep, moving right along. All right, I'm going to go put this aside, and then I will be right back, and we'll see. I try to keep the Patreon stuff exclusive. But I also don't want to start anything else new while we've got like 4 things. Yeah? All right. Okay. So this is the piece that we started working on during one of our inspiration deck card pull lives on Patreon. So I made a deck of cards that are like tarot cards. And you can shuffle them and then pick a couple cards, and there's picture prompts on one side. Every card has a different image of some of my artwork. And then on the other side are different word prompts. So different techniques, like do one that's all swoops, or a 1-color mandala, or a 5-color color grade, or just different ideas like that. Some of them are words. Some of them are just prompts like, hey, favorite musician, different things that you could take inspiration from. And the idea isn't to do something that matches the card. The idea is to practice following the little impulses that our mind gives us, and the little ideas. When we see a word, whether it's related to anybody else or not, there's a path that your brain takes to an idea, right? So like simplest form would be you pull a card and the card says to do a 3-color mandala, and you say, I don't want to do a 3-color mandala, I want to do a 5-color mandala. Then sit down and paint a 5-color mandala because you just got an idea of what you want to do. You know what I mean? Kind of follow that. Does that make sense? You're good? Thanks, Nicole. All right, I appreciate that. Let's do this. All right. Cool, eh, Darlene? Thanks, Gabrielle. Creative Art Compass. It does look like that, doesn't it? Me sitting here singing happy birthday to you. Now I want birthday cake. It does look like sprinkles, doesn't it? It does look like cake and sprinkles and candy. Isn't it neat, Kim? So I had some issues with some spacing this afternoon because what I have is in here, I have a large circle around here. You can see it here a little bit clearer. So in here, the center of this circle is actually right on this yellow dot. So that is where our spiral starts from. And these are in there with the idea that they are going to be over top of the spiral, and the spiral is going to be seen underneath it. Now, what happened was I didn't follow the spacing that these few rows gave me, which was the good spacing. I didn't watch my landmarks enough. So when I was putting paint over here, I couldn't see, I didn't place them in the proper spots on the landmarks. So what we are going to do is I'm actually going to leave this one for now, and we will start this one. I will draw new guidelines on this one, and we will work on that. And the first thing that we need to do, though, is actually, we don't need to do that now. I did it on this one. So in here, see how there's no detail or anything. But on these ones, I put little dots of gold. Sorry, that was too close. So those little dots of gold. I did that to make these look a little more solid so that it'll look a little more solid as they go over top of this spiral. So I don't think we'll need to... I did them before doing the spiral on the other one, but I don't think we need to for this one. I think I can just draw my guidelines and then go from there. So we'll start on this one, see if I can get better spacing. I wrote down the tool sizes so that I can kind of mimic that. And at some point I'll be going in and filling in like the little half dots that would be showing in here, little half spots in here as well. So we'll see how it goes. But for now, we'll start with drawing some guidelines in through here. And then we'll do a little more painting. All right, let me scroll back. 8 days till your birthday, Steffi. That's cool. We're all required to cake. Okay, well, that gives me the excuse that I need to buy a McCain Deep and Delicious cake. "19 days till Tina's." Let me get my pen. I gotta write these down. Steffi, May 9th. Tina is May 20th. Any other May birthdays? I gotta start. We need to do a monthly birthday check-in. On Patreon. Gotta write that down. All right. So let's put that there. Hi, Audrey. What's up, Audrey? You okay? You all right? My girl. All right, so I'm going to be redrawing some of these guidelines. This is going to take a couple of minutes. I will be probably talking out loud, doing a little bit of mathing. I apologize. I know that that's not always favored, but we're going to do it anyway. So if this is our center, and that should match up perfectly with the number 3. Nope, right here. The number 3. Just have to make it perpendicular. There we go. And now we draw some circles. May 9th, May 20th. All right, awesome. Girls dancing squirrels. Knotheads. Steffi. In tutus juggling acorns. You know, there is a lady that I follow, and I've got to find her. Now, she's a taxidermist, and I feel like she does squirrels. I know there's a girl who does mice dressed up in burlesque outfits in the taxidermy. I find it fascinating. Do I want one in my house? Maybe someday. But yeah, it's there. Skittles popped candies. Oh, never had those. Dusty got them. Oh, nice. I've never had those. Hey, Deborah. Well, we just started on this piece. We've been working on quite a few different pieces today, so you haven't missed much on this one. This is one that I've been working on in my Patreon. It's one of the inspiration deck pieces that we've been working on. But we needed to make some headway on it because everything else that I have, we got to a point where we were kind of finished for now. And I really didn't want to start another piece, so I grabbed this one. I'm like, let's work on this one then, if that's okay with everybody from Patreon. I usually keep this stuff exclusive to Patreon, but I really didn't want to start something new. I feel like that's way too big. That's better. Let's just draw that down and be good enough. All right. All right, so what I need to do now is I need to grab my stencil. Just to get my other lines. So I'm going to put them up here because they're not competing with anything. Okay. Freeze-dried Skittles. Oh my God, that sounds fantastic. Do you hold them in your mouth to rehydrate them? Oh my God. I've never tried those, Kim. That sounds good. Jeez. You guys have all kinds of interesting ideas. How you doing, Audrey? How you doing, Audrey? Hi. What are you doing? You got a hair in your mouth. Let me get it. I got it. Does that feel better? Want to see the stink eye again? Audrey. Hey. Hey. What are you doing? Hey. Nothing. You get that camera not pointed at me. I'm convinced she doesn't like having the camera on her. It's like she sees me getting the camera out and she's like, not today, lady. Not happening. All right. So we are going to use this grid with these guidelines to help us predict what dots go where as we move out from the center. So I've got to be paying close attention to the circular guideline and where the dots fall in relation to the circular guidelines and where they fall in relation to those ones to try and guess what's going to happen there. Google Skittles popped and thank me later. I will. I'm going to screenshot that. And remember to do that. She's going to swipe her. I thought that was a possibility too. I think the Southerners are playing with us. We're not easily fooled. Not usually. That's so cool. I know, eh? So deprived. I don't get the good candy. Addicted to regular Skittles. I'm down to try something new. That reminds me that I have a bag of Skittles out in the other room. Well, well, well. All right. So now what we need is the palette that I'm using. I won't have to stir my paints, thankfully. I usually don't get my paints stirred before I start a live, so we spend the first 45 minutes waiting to start the live while I stir my paints. This tape is to pull this back and get it to, oh no, stay back. What do you see? Oh, the sky's turning a little purple. Just a little bit. There we go. How do you like that palette you got from Temu, Steffi? The silicone palette, the fully silicone one. Are you still loving it? I just like taking the time to draw guidelines. So I'd only do the basic 16 segment and circles. It's always a crapshoot of which method is going to be the one, you know. Sometimes I'm totally fine with just some of those. And the majority of the time. But the circular guidelines, they're the ones that I will overdo it on almost every single time. But it's not an enjoyable part of the process. And it's really important to recognize which parts of the process are enjoyable to you and which ones are not. Because if it is not enjoyable to you, you're not going to give it the attention that you would want to. So, and we've all seen that you do not have to have perfect guidelines to create a really beautiful mandala, right? So, and you don't need a ton of guidelines. You don't need a big plan or any of that stuff. You gotta make sure that you are doing the parts that you enjoy and get the stuff done that you don't enjoy so much so you can get to the part that you do enjoy. Shall we cross thine border with gifts of Skittles? Yes, I think we need to start looking at what some of these different candies are and saying, okay, Steffi, how big is your vehicle in your suitcase? Reese's and a Kit Kat girl. I'll definitely have to send you the Canadian Kit Kat then next time. See if you notice a difference. I like Reese's too. I like the Reese's Thins. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Thins. I really enjoy those. I feel like I'm really fancy and I like hold them like a cracker with my pinky in the air. And just feel fancy. With tree branches taped to her head blowing a moose call trotting across the border. That would be amazing. You're loving it, Steffi? Okay, I gotta make sure I add it to my next order. Kara's back. Good to see you, Kara. Good you're back. Gonna bring extra for border agents. There you go. I can only paint ornaments without guidelines. Yeah, there's some things that you just can't do with guidelines, right? And then there's other things where you're like, I want all the guidelines just in case. Oh. Yeah, sun's still out here. Oh, to get your routines done? Perfect. Obviously, I can get away with 15,000 packs of Skittles popped at the border. It's my lunch, sir. Yeah, the eggs are good too. The perfect amount of chocolate and peanut butter. Sometimes I find a peanut butter cup, the ratio is just a little bit off for me sometimes. I don't know why. All right, so let me see what I started over here. All right, so I'm starting with pink at the top. Oh, my eyes are going a little cross-eyed again. Fantastic. Should I mix up the order then too? I feel like I should. So what I did over here is see these spirals are spinning this way, right? And this one's going to be spinning that way. And I wonder if I should change the order. I still have the colors still going in the same order. I should change the color order too, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's do it. And that's just the test one. All right, so then we're going to go purple is going to go here. And then yellow is going to go here. And then we're going to go white. Oops. White. And then orange. Okay. Whew, my eyes. Sent to prison for tasting the rainbow of Skittles at the border. Oh my God. Catch, print, selfie, then release program, right? Yeah, you'll be fine. All right. So next we go to size 1. And I'm going to start with the orange. Then I'm going to go to white. So then purple goes there. And that means blue will go here. And then pink will go here. And then yellow go here. And that means green will go here. So they should all be the same now. Okay. All right. I'll absorb into Banff somewhere. There you go. You have the best premier for sure in Manitoba. When I loved Winnipeg. I really, really liked Winnipeg. I could totally live in Winnipeg. Have to study my hockey first to speak the lingo, right? All right, so now I'm going to use the One But More paint. And it's going back on that line. And then we're going to the pink. It should be as close to that line as I can get it. That's where it would be in a perfect world. So then we go to purple, and that should go right there. We need a little bit bigger for the pink. A skosh. And then we're gonna go to blue, which should go right there. And then we go, sorry, I have to continue to talk myself through this. Here. And then green should go here. And then over here, we need white. I skipped right over white. White. And then teal is the next one. So teal should go right here. And then I'm going to try, no, that'll need to be a partial one. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. Everyone doing all right? Canada's so big, surely they won't mind a few stragglers, right? On my June list of things to do there. Yeah. Yeah, most of the population is right down by the border. Not a huge population up north. All right, so now I need, not that one, this one. So if you keep your US SIM, you're going to need to get a roaming plan. If you are texting somebody and you're connected to Wi-Fi to use iMessage, you'll be fine. But if you want to use the data lines and stuff, you'll need to get a roaming package. Good question, though. Only if your family hasn't blocked you. Good point. All right, so this one is going to go here. And then we're going to go to teal. I'm paying attention to my spacing now, so this should go better. And now we'll go to blue. Yeah, this one's already going better than the other one was. It's looking better and everything. Got a little bit of spacing correction to do over here, but it's going to be fixed with this row. Green is going to go here. And then we're going to go back to orange. And then white. All right, so then over here, we need a green here. And we need a yellow here. And then that means we can do another green right in here. And then that one is not big enough space there. Okay. We're getting there. You're ahead of the game. It's encrypted so no one can access your messages. There you go, the Skittles trial. Single chat for the public. Oh. Make it a USA trial. Canada doesn't air trials that we can watch. And you know what? That's a valid fear. That's a valid fear. But and we'll just get him up here for you too, right? We're friendly like that. Stay some more. Yeah, just it's fine. Just come back. We have Court TV, but not Canadian, I don't think. Do we, Barb? All right, so now we'll go to the green. And the yellow. And the orange. Okay, that's it for that side. Now we need the blue. The white's not gonna fit there, so let's do the pink. Orange. Yellow. Green. And then teal won't fit there. Okay, that's fine. So now we go in with more paint. We're gonna start over here again. Major publication bans on trials. There you go. Murdoch try. We watch Americans. Yeah. We don't have standards, just entertainment. I wonder if the Idaho murder trials might get yeeted from TV. Oh, I haven't watched any of that. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. I think I'm getting the hang of how to do the spacing and where everything needs to go. So I think when I can get that other one kind of corrected, then this will be fine. Need more paint. And then that means white here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now we need green. Now we need teal. Now we need white again. This is starting to look cool now that we're going to start seeing it come out. On the other side. Need to make that one bigger. Make it obvious that it's supposed to be bigger. Let's go with pink then. Green. And teal. No, that's going to need a partial one, so I'm not going to do that. That's going to mess it up. Those are going to mess it up. That one actually I can do, I think. We can fit the teal in there. Oops. There. Okay, let me scroll back. Thankfully, because my Skittles ring, I just let our criminals run free. There have been some pretty horrific trials air. I doubt it will get yeeted unless the state doesn't allow TV access. Yeah, New York doesn't allow it. Very interesting. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Be right back. All right. I was quick enough to get the mute button this time. The one, which one was it, Steffi? The guy who they found out about him because somebody called, the other tenant in the building called because of the plumbing? The guy who dismembered a bunch of people? There's been lots of footage on court TV already, so it probably will air. There you go. Is it raining there? Oh, yuck. It's raining here, too. It's yucky. Idaho case. Yeah, maybe a documentary, not the trial. Death penalty, so they might media blackout. Yeah, that's very possible. You don't have leaves on the tree yet? I'll try and send mine back to you, too. I'll send some to you, too, Steffi. There you go. Never saw a trial yet that showed named jurors. Hopefully that'll never happen. And there's rain for Barb. Okay, so we are on 2, 3, 4. All right, so now next one. We are here. There. Orange. Well, and you already know some French, Steffi, because you know poutine. That's how you impress people, is you call it poutine instead of poutine. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a couple blocks away from where I live. 4 or 5 blocks. Well, no, maybe a little bit farther than that. Not by much, though. Pretty creepy. Ooh, I think I just saw some lightning. I think. I'm really excited to see one of these back spirals finished. So hopefully we make some good progress in the next 15 minutes before we sign off for the night. Tomorrow I'm going to be live from 2 to 4 here on YouTube, and then 8 to 10 on TikTok. We'll get some music going tomorrow night and have some nice chill time together there too. But if you're around tomorrow afternoon and want to come back to TikTok, I will be here from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. And the replay will be available, of course, as well. The replay usually takes a couple hours after the live is done, at least from my end, from what I can see. But it will be here. So if you clicked on this link through Patreon to get to the live today, you'll be able to use the same link again to watch the replay. There is a playlist as well in the collections tab on Patreon, and if you're here on my YouTube channel, there is a playlist as well. Now you gotta Google. There you go. True crime junkie in your spare time. Oh, you and Barb have so much to talk about. Right? In a dream about spirals. Seeing someone court TV in law and crime. It's been a few years already. Poor family's death penalty is a long process. I hear it's solitary, so better conditions than general population. You'll have to Google that. Potentially, Tina. Potentially some Jason Mraz. Maybe I'll mix it up a little bit this week. Just to keep you guessing. Barb in there. Oh, God. Yeah, that's not good. All right, I'm just going to mute for a second. I need to blow my nose. 1 sec. I can't believe that there are still firing squads. It just makes me feel nauseous. All right, bear with me 1 sec. I'm just going to clean off the end of my tool here a little bit, I think, if I can. There's a lot of paint built up here. I need to just soak them in water and then make my life a whole lot easier. So let's see. Okay, that should be good for now. All right, so let us now go to... That one's going to intersect that line. So we're going to do 4 of these all the way around in these sections here. And then in between these ones, I've got a smaller circle, and we're going to do some swoops in there. just to mix it up a little. Purple. Blue. Teal. It really does help to talk myself through the colors, apparently. I keep doing it. But it's soothing. I feel like it's helping me to keep track somehow. Purple. No pink. I lied, it's pink, it's pink. And now white. This is cool. Now we're starting to see the ones. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry, you guys. We're starting to see the ones that are passing through in behind, because now we've got a purple going right there. And then I've got to do a green over here. Right there. All right. Let's keep going. Look at all the chickens. Chicken and Sage, supersized. Barb's counting on us. It's okay, Audrey. Don't insult the Muppets. Fair. Swedish Chef has chickens. As these dots get bigger, the jagged edges show up more. I love that I can really see it coming together. It really does look like it's sitting in behind these. And just like I did those tiny gold detail dots on the small circles in this row, I'm going to continue that, and they're going to be in all of the spirals as well, I think. Oh no. What are you? Why did you land in my paints? So teal is a no, green is a yes. There. Yellow. This is looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased. Hi, Audrey. Feeling pretty pleased. Pink. purple. I don't think we've got enough to go in there. Not enough space, so that's okay. All right, let's go to, no, that's 4.5. That's not right. There we go, 3.5. Let's see if we can get a couple more dots done here. I know Audrey's massive resting bitch face tonight. She does. An Italian no-nonsense soul. Oh, an Italian Nona's soul. She does. I know. Did you see how she gave the traffic a dirty look? Like, excuse me. How dare you? All right, this is our last. Maybe we'll do one more after this. We'll do one more after this to really finish it off, I think. But this will be the last one for tonight. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate you spending so much of your spare time here. It means the absolute world to me, and it tells me that I must be doing something right because you guys keep coming back, and that makes me really, 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 really proud of the community that we've got here. And thank you for being such wonderful, loving ambassadors to that community. I love you guys to bits. I hope that we get to spend some time together tomorrow and over the weekend. If you are a member of the Symmetry Seekers on Patreon, don't forget we are starting a new workshop on Saturday. I'm going to get the guidelines figured out for this new really cool design, and we'll get started painting that on Saturday. That'll be from 2 to 4 p.m. and on Saturday and on Sunday. So if you are a Symmetry Seeker member, don't forget about that. I will post the links. If you are not a Symmetry Seeker member and you want to join us for the workshops, if you go to patreon.com and search Mandala Love Affair, and you will find my page there, and it's got information on the free tier for Patreon and the 2 paid tiers that I have, in case that is helpful for you. And of course, reach out if you have any questions. And keep your eyes peeled too, because I have a new pattern that's going to be coming out next week. So if you are one of the paid Patreon tiers, so Inspired or Symmetry Seekers, you'll be getting a new pattern next week. And it'll also get listed on my website for everybody else. So I'll keep you posted when that has gone live. All right, so let me do blue. I need to do another purple dot. I'm still going to be here for another quick minute as we finish this off, but I figured to start the long goodbye. No, we don't have enough room there. It's going to be a partial one, and that's fine. So is that one. So now I'm going to grab my 4, and we're going to do a couple more. One. 2. 3. 'Let's do teal over here. And then we'll finish off these few, and then we'll call it a night for tonight, you guys. I love you to bits. Please take care of yourselves. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will look forward to hanging out with you again soon. Oh, and I will be live on YouTube again. So tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 4, but also Saturday evening from 7 to 9. So we're going to try and stay nice and busy this weekend with lots of painting. So I hope to see you soon. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being here. Thanks for loving me and loving each other. Oh, Audrey, are you okay? Hi. Hold on. Let's let you give everybody one last stink eye before we go. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, she's sleeping again already. Her eyes are closed tight, tight, tight. Oh, there's some thunder. Sounds like it's coming in, maybe. Oh, no. That was a plane. So I'm going to have a bunch of these partial dots that I'm going to have to fill in. But we'll do that at a later time. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to go our yellow. And then we're going to go here for our green, which is there. So let's zoom out. And there we go. All right, let me scroll back and just catch up on the comments. I know I'm behind. I'm so sorry, you guys. Here, it's okay, Audrey. Good night, Cara. Good night, Barb. Night, Steffi. Good night, Kim. Good night, Cara. Night, Tina. Lots of love to you, and I will definitely pass on the hugs. Thank you for the crown, Cara. Darlene, it was great to see you too. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and thanks for always watching. We need Jamie's mom to join us live. Yeah, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. That's okay. I knew what you meant. Good night, Nicole. Mwah. The loving squirrel. Squirrel on a stick. Good night, Gabrielle. Is there a prep list for the class? Good question. So you want to have a surface to paint on that's at least 8 inches. I have no idea what we're going to do for color. So I don't have any direction for that yet. I'm thinking maybe color grades, like just picking one color and continue and going from white to a color to see what that looks like. That's kind of where my head is at right now. But we're going to keep it as simple as possible because this is not going to be an easy design. So keep it super simple. Focus on the first one for getting the design down, deciding if you like it and how it works out, and then seeing if you want to paint another one after. I think this is definitely going to be one to go in it as an experiment. But let's try and keep it as simple as we can. So yeah, as long as you have a surface, round, square, rectangle that gives you at least 8 inches, then you should be good. We'll see you soon. Good night, Nicole. Thank you, Cara. I know, totally not bothered. She couldn't care less. Does that make sense, so Deborah? I'm expecting to screw it up myself because I feel like this is not going to be something super straightforward, but I am going to make sure that I get the guidelines done before we even sit down on Saturday. So I'll make sure that I try and make it as easy as humanly possible. That's my promise. All right, let's take one more look here. I think that looks really neat. I think that looks really cool. And then once we get all of the partial dots in there, I think it's going to be completely different. So then I'll redo this one, and then we'll keep going with it. And then in here, we'll have some swoops on either side of here. We might do swoops on either side. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge, but we will get there, and we will push the envelope and do something really new and really cool. I'm excited. I love you guys to bits. I'm going to sign off. Audrey and I say goodnight, and we'll see you again soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.